And now CCW News presents Holy Crap, This Is Actually Happening! Totally Obvious Edition, September 8, 2024. I'm Chuck U. Farley. The big news this week is that Biden ended the Gaza war by writing Hamas a sternly worded letter. Or at least that's what the giant stuffed rabbit told him. Hamas responded by sending him a video of them brutally murdering an American citizen they've been torturing since October 7. It seems that once you've exchanged the Merchant of Death for a barely passable WNBA pothead, there's not much leverage left when negotiating with terrorists. This isn't the first sternly written letter that the Biden regime has penned on the subject. Last year, his handlers had him sign 2 letters, one to Israel supporters promising to end the war by sending the IDF a continuous stream of U.S. tax dollars, the other to Palestine supporters promising to end the war by sending Hamas a continuous stream of U.S. tax dollars. Back when all social media platforms were run by easily triggered, censorious government shills, they all agreed that the scary-looking gun emoji should be replaced with a kinder, gentler-looking squirt gun. Because priorities? Recently, the no longer lefty X-Twitter platform reverted the squirt gun emoji back to its original pistol design, setting off lefties because they honestly believe that seeing a tiny picture of a pew-pew will lead to more real-world violence. Because of such egregious allowances of free speech, Brazilian Supreme Court Justice Alexandre de Moraes blocked X-Twitter from the entire country after demanding that the platform suspend accounts he didn't like in order to save their democracy. Sounds familiar? Elon Musk told him to pound sand. Moraes then froze the assets of SpaceX's Starlink businesses and tried to collect over $3 million in fines. So, Musk offered to provide Brazilians his internet services for free. Moraes also threatened any Brazilian who tried to bypass his censorship by using a VPN with fines up to $9,000 per day. Overkill much there, Goebbels? Turkey became the first NATO country to apply for BRICS, the economic alliance that includes such bastions of free speech and human rights as Russia, China, Iran, South Africa, and of course, Brazil. For some strange reason, the U.S. armed forces are facing a recruiting shortage. The lack of manpower, woman power, and trans power has led to the Navy sidelining 17 vessels. Meanwhile, while the Navy has a surplus of ships, it has run out of pants and won't have any more till October. I swear, I am not making this up. Officials aren't worried, though, since DEI practices have not only reduced the number of servicemen, but also reduced the number of men who would wear pants anyway. Men who identify as bullies who pretend to be women have won yet another victory, this time in Australia. A man who calls himself Roxanne Tickle, I swear I am not making this up, sued the owner of the female-only social networking platform Giggle for Girls after he was denied access because, despite his ridiculous name, he was obviously a man. Giggle was set up as a safe space for women to discuss and share their experiences, but the Federal Court of Australia ruled that it is sexual discrimination to allow actual women any safe spaces. Several lifelong Democrats have publicly endorsed President Donald Trump since the coup that euthanized Biden and installed diversity hire Harris, who has yet to receive a single vote. Other issues cited are wide-open borders, state-sanctioned child mutilation, a failing economy, and funding both sides of several hot wars. Most notable are Elon Musk, Tulsi Gabbard, and RFK Jr., who suspended his own presidential run to do so. Meanwhile, trans Democrats Dick and daughter Liz Cheney, Adam Kinzinger, and Mike Pence have all publicly announced their support for Kamala Harris, which is, effectively, a rousing endorsement for Trump. The nanosecond RFK endorsed Trump, the Harris-Biden cabal again pulled his Secret Service detail. Given recent events, this move made him infinitely safer. Now he is being sued by the DNC to be kept off and kept on the ballot, depending on what state is running or not, will most benefit the Democrats. If that doesn't work, they'll arrest him for taking a chainsaw to a whale carcass, because that totally happened. In other cheating news, the California Senate just passed a bill outlawing voter ID laws, because that's not obvious or anything. For CCW News, this has been Holy Crap, This Is Actually Happening! I'm Chuck U. Farley. Good night, and may God help us.